popular YouTuber. Well, once popular YouTuber, now less popular. Sensitive Society, who makes, like, Hassan bad slop, basically. So let's take a look. Sensitive Society has this second channel. He has a second channel, and this had much less views the other day. He has his second channel, his alt channel, and we'll get into how we know it's him. It'll be pretty obvious. Well, actually, just quickly, you know, you've probably seen one of these videos before. You've surely seen some of these videos before.
Okay, I see now. I see why that random old guy in Japan called me a...
Wait, no, we'll do that one later, maybe.
The more Pegasus allegations are insane, Hassan continues accusing Pegasus of cyberstalking, harassment, and defamation. What does any of this mean?
So, yeah, that's just a rough taste. So let's get into one of these videos. So I think this is the best one to start with, okay? This is probably the funniest one on his second channel. No, doing stuff by yourself doesn't make you a loser. And I say loser to stay lore accurate, okay?
No, going to the movies by yourself doesn't make you a loser. No, going to concerts by yourself doesn't make you a loser. Doing things that you enjoy by yourself, I don't know why it's looked down upon. It's a quote-unquote cool kids being like, you go to movies by...
So, I mean, you should be pretty convinced it is his channel immediately. You should be pretty, like, you know, that's his voice. That's his voice. There's no mistake. That's just his voice.
By yourself, you go to concerts by yourself, you like doing stuff by yourself, you like being by yourself. You're such a loser. You need like 100 friends to be cool or to do stuff. People that think like that never really grew past middle school, truth be told. And when I hear people say stuff like that, you literally just expose how insecure you are. I just hate this mentality that exists that if you do any activities that people normally do with people by yourself, that means that you're a loser, or you have no friends, or, you know, you're homeless, or no one likes you and you're going to die alone. I know that I'm not the only one that sometimes needs their space. I just like doing whatever the f I want. Let's say there's...
So, here's the thing, right? And this is just the take, and we spoke about this the other day. The take is obvious here. It's totally fine to do stuff by yourself. However, the idea that you release a 10-minute video on a second channel rationalizing doing stuff by yourself implies an insecurity or a feeling of loneliness. So while it's totally acceptable, no one's looking at you weird when you go to the movie theater alone. No one's looking at you weird when you're in some f***ing crowd at a concert alone. No one cares. Go do that if that's what you want to do. But you have made a 10-minute video saying, you know, guys, everyone thinks you're a loser for going to concerts alone. I don't feel like a loser when I go to concerts alone. I actually feel really epic when I'm going to concerts alone. I think if you hate people going to concerts alone, you're the real loser.
It's a movie that I want to go out and see, and I ask around, yo, does anyone want to see this movie? They're like, no, I'm good. Am I going to stay home and not watch the movie that I want to see just because other people don't want to join or they don't like the movie? Then that means that you can just go and watch it by yourself. And going to the movie theaters by yourself is a top 10 human experience. I'm definitely more of an introvert myself. Or I don't know, I might just have autism, but... I like to, sometimes I just like to be alone and I like to do stuff on my own. Sometimes I like to take late night drives by myself. It's just you and your car. In my opinion, there's no better feeling than that. Going back to what I was saying, going to the movies by yourself at night is a top 10 movie experience. Having comfy clothes, going to watch a new movie, let's say The Odyssey, which is a certified hood classic, or going to see the brand new Spider-Man. If no one wants to go with you, go and watch it by yourself. Get a bucket of popcorn, get a Coke.
Like, you've got no one who wants to see The Odyssey or the new Spider-Man movie with you. That's what you've just said there. No one wants to go with you. This is you talking from experience. You you wanted to find someone to see The Odyssey with you. You wanted to find someone to see Spider-Man Brand New Day with you. You couldn't find anyone. Everyone's seeing these movies, bro. I mean, I'm not seeing fucking gay-ass Spider-Man, that's for sure, but everyone's watching these movies generally. These are quite big movies. You can't find a friend you don't have one friend who's interested in seeing that shit. For real?
Coke Zero and enjoy the movie. You don't need people. The sooner that you understand that you are, not to get all doomer, but I mean, we come into this world alone and, you know, we leave alone most of the time. So just like, don't waste your time, enjoy your life. If you want to go to a concert and none of your friends want to go, buy the ticket. Don't miss out. The amount of people that I've met that are like, yo man, I want to go to this concert but no one wants to go with me, so I'm going to not go. It's like, but you want to go, so why don't you go? Why are you waiting for other people to go with you? Now, are concerts fun with friends, family? Yes, I love going to concerts. I've gone to hundreds of concerts at this point. But if there's a concert that I want to go and no one else wants to go with me, I'm just like, I'm just going to go by myself. Sure, it's a little scary and it's easier said than done, but you got to keep this in mind. Legitimately, no one cares who
This guy's like 25. This guy's like 25 years old.
you are. No one is there to see you. No one paid money to see you. Essentially, you are robbing yourself from enjoying a thing just because other people aren't with you. And of course, when you do it once, twice, 3 times, you just get used to it. You're like, oh, why the fuck was I scared of doing this in the first place? I mean, I've gone to movies by myself. I've gone to concerts by myself. Like I said, I love taking a late night, midnight drive. Just windows down, no traffic, just fucking vibes. And that does not mean that I don't have, a family or friends. I'm very lucky that I have a very good friend group. As a matter of fact, I would say I'm extremely lucky to...
Yeah, not a single friend in that entire friend group that wanted to see the Odyssey. Not a single friend in that entire friend group that's going to see Spider-Man Brand New Day.
To have the friends that I have. But, they're scattered all over the world, Japan. And
so when you say you've got a really good group of friends, what you mean is, I really like the people I talk to on Discord. I really like the people I talk to on Discord. That's what you mean. That's what you mean. So you actually don't have any friends, is what you meant to say there, I think.
But
yeah, guys, also I haven't seen it pop up. I don't know where it will. When he shows the score screen, you can see his gamer tag is sensitive society. So it's just obviously him.
Don't let other people take that experience from you. Anyone that looks down upon that, like, this person's a loser, they have no friends. They go to the movies by themselves and they drink boba or a iced vanilla latte by themselves. It's a vibe.
Like, dude. 25-year-old man going and getting boba alone. You're a woman. You're a woman. You are a female. You are a woman. Men should not be drinking boba. I'm going to be real. It's just like a general rule. Now, there's maybe some allowance. Maybe you're with a woman who's getting it. It's like, fuck it, I'll get one as well. Maybe, you're ordering food. Do you have this in America where on delivery apps, it will give you the option to add another store's items to your order without paying extra delivery? You guys have this? You have this on American delivery? Sometimes maybe you can do that. But if you go to a boba place and get boba as a man, you should be put in prison. You should be put in prison. So yeah, a very embarrassing video there, I must say. A very embarrassing video there, I must say. Now, something interesting, guys. There's an interesting angle here related to Shamju. So Shamu posts this. Sensitive Society created a secret YouTube channel where he talks his shit on portions of his family having CPS called on them and his uncle stealing 60k from him, which we'll get to in a minute. Sense forgot to change his gamer tag in the videos, confirming it's him. Okay. Now, shortly after that tweet was made, started getting attention, Sense posted this on his Instagram story. Logging off. Don't HMU. Only real ones know why. And then, shortly after, he posts another one of Naruto, and he's saying, okay, fine, I'll go back to work. And then, guys, he took to a second channel to post a video. Delete social media. It's making you depressed.
Social media is making you depressed. And this is not me trying to sound deep or to get out Joker mode or we live in a society out moment. One could say a very sensitive society, if you will. I truly do think that the average person really shouldn't be on social media. I don't think little kids should have social media. Whenever I go to a restaurant and I see a little kid on their iPad scrolling through YouTube shorts, not interacting with the humans around them. And I don't know if it's just me, but especially when they're little kids, I don't think you should give a little kid an iPad. I think they should be interacting with the parents, with the people around them. I think that's extremely important for development, but we're not here to talk about why giving an iPad a little kid is a bad idea. I'm about to say something extremely brave. I think Twitter is the worst platform of all time. I think it's worse than 4chan or Kiwi Farms. I think the worst of society shows up on Twitter. It was bad before Elon took over, but after Elon took over, it just became a shit show. And truth be told, it's a waste of time. You're legitimately getting nothing out of it. And even if you're a content creator for Twitter, if you make $3 every 6 months from it, I guess that's good. More power to you, I guess. Even though you would make more money flipping burgers, but you know, whatever you gotta do to pay the bills. You're wasting your time. It's nothing but negative stuff on there. You're getting absolutely nothing. If you're just an average person, there's nothing to gain from Twitter. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to realize how much the world
So, really doesn't like Twitter. Now, not only did Shamu make this post the other day, but also, Sensitive Society is known for untagging himself on Twitter. If Sleepy or Substance or someone like this tags Sense, he will often go to the post and press the button to untag himself, confirming that he has seen it.
You're an idiot, you should die. Well, at least tell me why I'm an idiot and I should die. You know what I mean? Like, maybe make a 10-minute long video essay that could clarify things instead of just a tweet.
I've actually got many videos on the topic.
I don't know, it's just different. I'm not saying that harmful content doesn't crack onto YouTube and that could make people depressed and stuff. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's a lot worse on Twitter. It's a lot more unhinged. I used to be a lot more active on Twitter, but I mean, after a while, you're just like, why am I wasting my time here? I'm like, when you really sit down and think about it, it's like, what is there to gain from here? What is there to gain from being on Twitter and scrolling for 2 hours? Really think about it. Like, the time that you're putting into the platform, is it worth it? Just a platform that's full of hate and discussing people on there, is it really worth it? In my opinion, it's not. Like, maybe if you're getting paid 2 figures per month, I could see how you could, you know, want that. I understand that, but I mean, if you're making like 30 cents per tweet and you're posting negative shit after negative shit, or harassing people, or just posting the worst people possible for your 30 cents, I'm like, if that's your life,
like, it does just sound like he's seething about Shamu and Clippers and shit, doesn't it?
Negative shit after negative shit, or harassing people, or just posting the worst people possible for your 30 cents. I'm like, if that's your life, you're pretty pathetic and you should really do something better with your time. I know that everyone says it, but ever since I stopped using Twitter months ago, I've been a much happier person. I'm not even making money off this. Why am I here? I literally said, what the fuck am I doing here? Fighting with people with 2 likes. Yeah, if you're depressed or you're feeling a little sad, I don't want to sound like a boomer, but it might be that damn phone that all they push is hate and racism and, you know, just the worst people possible. Do the challenge. Delete social media for a week. Delete Twitter for a week and see how you feel. Because when you're constantly bombarded with negative shit, of course it's going to make you depressed. When you're getting negative news after negative news after negative views after negative views, you're bound to get depressed and you're bound to be like, society sucks. This world sucks. I should kill people, or I should kill myself because, you know, life is not worth living because of all the dark shit I'm seeing on social media. And they're making it a lot bigger than it actually is. So you panic because that's how they thrive. They thrive of people panicking, being depressed and scared and anxious all the time. This video, like all my other ones, are all over the place. But it's just something that I've been thinking about over the last...
Yeah, you think?
It's years. It's long before I made content ever. So, I mean, think about all the
Shamu
times
clipping me just makes me want to...
on Instagram or TikTok. Can you name me the last 5
or 10
go out
videos
/ reels or YouTube shorts that you saw? I think social media is a useful tool if you know how to use it, but I don't think it's something where you should dedicate most of your day to. You know what I mean? When you could dedicate those same hours to, I don't know, learning a new language or building that Lego that you haven't gone to because you've been busy scrolling on Twitter, painting or making your music or whatever the fuck. But I don't think we were built to spend 10, 15 hours on TikTok or on Twitter or on Instagram or on YouTube. I think we're meant for bigger and better things. I'm rarely on social media. I like to go outside. You know, I have a life. I like to do other stuff. I don't live here. And ever since I started making that change and I started talking to other people and, you know, making friends and doing cool stuff and, you know, just doing stuff that I've been wanting to do, I've been a lot happier instead of being in that social media.
I started watching the gameplay for a minute. Bro.
People to do other stuff. I don't live here. And ever since I started making that change and I started talking to other people.
Oh shit, missed the checkpoint.
and
Rewind.
making friends and doing cool stuff and just doing stuff that I've been wanting to do.
Oh shit, missed the checkpoint.
Instead of being in that
Rewind.
social media bubble. A small change would be to take a break from TikTok for a day or two and see how you feel, or Twitter, without Twitter pushing racism and hate towards you 24/7.
Anyway, you get the idea here. There's another video on his second channel that I want to watch where he talks about his uncle stealing money from him. But first of all, I want to see this new video on his main channel.
Okay, I see now. I see why that random...
This is called Responding to Hassan Piker.
Okay, I see now. I see why that random old guy in Japan called me a baka. Huh, I thought he was being nice. I guess not. Oh, hello. That kind of sucked. Oh my god.
Dude, he's actually thinking about moving to Japan, isn't he? Yeah, he actually wants to learn Japanese and move to Japan. Bro, you are not learning Japanese. It ain't happening, bro. It ain't happening.
Okay, I think it's recording. Hopefully. If not...
Dude, he is chopped, bro.
If not, we're kind of cooked. Check out the drip, though. No, the video
explains why he wants to move to an Asian country. Why have you started doing face cam? Stop that.
Hopefully. If not... If not, we're kind of cooked. Check out the drip, though. No, the video is not clickbait. Hassan has officially responded to the last video that I made about a week ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Why does his hair look like that? It's anime. It's beyond parody, man. I can see into your soul. I see into your soul. You've just set your profile picture to near on YouTube. You've just spoken about watching Death Note recently. You are styling your hair like this, and you're wearing baggy long sleeves. You are not L. You are a fat Mexican. You are a fat Mexican. I don't know how to tell you this other than by saying you're a fat Mexican.
I like how they said sensitive society takes Hassan's Singapore meme very seriously. When in the same video, I literally say, do I actually think Hassan is going to pull up and kill Pegasus? Or do I think he genuinely, hear me out, genuinely believes it? That Pegasus should die? I said no. I think it's a meme that's not funny, but the same people that are criticizing me, they don't even watch the fucking content. Go back and watch it. Do I actually think Hassan wants Pegasus?
Oh my, dude, he's actually spurring you out tweets. Dude, this is brilliant. Dude, this just connects with the other videos so well. He literally is being driven insane by tweets. We need...
Says that? No. I literally said that. If you're gonna clip for views on Twitter, so you can make 4 cents out of it, at least get the full context.
Turns out Hassan is still obsessed with me and talking about Singapore, apparently. So super quick lore recap. He threatened to sue me. He brought up some unrelated laws, talked about having me caned, the death penalty for some reason. Obviously, this didn't work. The lawsuits didn't work at all, so he backed out completely, said it was a joke. He then went on a 1-hour rant about me and Singapore and how he wants the government to prosecute me because I criticized a public figure. So I responded to him. He then responded to me back, had a 1-hour crash out again, declared me his main enemy of his stream. Anyways, turns out he reacted to fellow SlopTuber sensitive society, and he basically just makes up a bunch of shit and just starts lying repeatedly. This response is horrible.
Reason for a tragedy to happen. This is where it gets into dangerous territory. Wait, what? One crazy person in the Singaporean government? What are we talking about?
No, Hassan, I did not mean that. Oh my god.
Who are these?
I'm pledging myself to the dark side of the Force. I pledge myself. I am Lord Vader now. My fans don't call me Jason Genova. They call me Lord Vader.
I made Hassan laugh. I love that. I think that made my day. Hassan, if you're watching this somehow, I would love to collab with you. I think we're more alike than you think. I think you're blinded by your hate of slop. I don't know, Hassan, we're both.
Please get this fucking retard on stream. Oh my god, I need Hassan to get this fucking retard on his stream. Oh my god. I need Hassan to get this fucking moron on his stream.
Both in Cali, we could go get boba. I don't know if you like a vanilla latte on me. I think we could figure something out. Just send me a DM and let's chill. I forgot that I use this fucking image, dude. I'm obsessed with this image and I've been obsessed with it for 2 weeks by this point. Based Pegasus. But
Wow.
Hassan,
Oh, so he's not doing that. You're suspecting I'm doing that, but if Pegasus was doing that, then that would be base. Got it. I like that these guys are so one fucking speed where they just contradict themselves in real time, in broad daylight, in the same commentary, in a 1 minute and 24-second video.
that was a joke. You could say the delivery sucked or I'm just not funny, and if you feel like that, That's fine. But that was a joke. I thought it would be pretty obvious by me saying it and using a cat. I don't know how to make a joke more obvious. Anyone that watches the content or anyone that kind of knows me knows that I'm clearly being funny, or at least trying to be funny. Hassan, please stop. Please, Hassan, I just want us to be friends. I think Hassan, Pegasus, and myself, we need to meet and have some tea, maybe some coffee.
Dude, this guy is actually, this is like the most rattled shit in the world. Why are you suddenly like, dude, I think I can be chill with Hassan. I like Hassan. When you're getting raped for taking the caning joke, totally unironically.
And just talk about our differences.
In a 1 minute and 24-second video.
Yeah, number one joke understander here. See, the difference is we know that it's so far-fetched that we would never even dream of something like that. But the reason you get called out for it, despite the fact that you say you're joking, is because you're.
So imagine this Mexican asking Hassan to see the Odyssey with him. Imagine it ends with "and stuff." Just imagine that, okay?
You're documented lying multiple times, and because your fan base is completely freaking crazy. Like when people unironically accuse your chat of, spamming hearts for a terrorist, it is just insane behavior. So there is known nutty people in your fan base, which is why your jokes are very irresponsible and could be considered potential dog whistles. The same standards don't apply to people who have sane and reasonable fan bases.
People like Hassan are always like, man, these YouTubers are trying to manipulate people and turning them into the alt-right pipeline. And if you watch Pegasus, WestJet, Diesel Patches, and Sensitive Society, you will literally become a school shooter the next day. It's just like, and if you're an NPC and a bot and you fall for it, well, that's kind of on you. I mean, especially if you're a grown-ass man. I've seen grown-ass people in their 20s and their 30s being like, yeah, this content creator made me fall into the right-wing pipeline. If you're a teen, if you're a YN, I get it, because you're a lot more impressionable. These insane grifters could get to you a lot easier. I get that. But if you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, and you're falling for a fucking online pipeline, let me tell you something. You're a fucking idiot, and your life sucks, and you should really consider quitting it. In Minecraft, of course, not in real life. How are you 20 or 30 years old and you're like, yeah, I fell for the right-wing pipeline. I fell for the left-wing pipeline. It's like, dude, come on. If you're 12...
This is like 5-year-old discourse, man. This is like literally the right-wing pipeline. Okay, man. All right.
12, I'll give you a pass. If you're 14, 15, okay, you're still impressionable. But 20-something, 30-year-old people falling for a pipeline, a internet pipeline, by the way, it's just the funniest and cringiest thing of all time.
To people who have sane and reasonable fan bases. So then he proceeds to call us right-wingers and, make the whole thing political as always.
Weren't you saying on your second account that Twitter makes you want to go out and shoot people? Isn't that what you said?
Over the last few months, years, we know how obsessive fans get. We know the political climate.
Wait, what I don't understand, Soy Right is awesome. I love when right-wingers literally even jokingly receive like a fraction of pushback and they straight up turn around and they're like, oh my God, you want to murder me. How does this work? How does this work at all? Like if you've obsessively made videos twice a day for like the last, 300 plus days or 150 plus days, I don't know. If you've made daily videos, because I think the number of videos that he's made on me is more than 400 now. And in those videos, he's calling me a terrorist. In those videos, he's slandering me, defaming me.
Wow. I mean, he literally got everything wrong there. I mean, where do I begin? I guess first off,
I'll let you finish, Pegasus, but let me go first. I cannot believe in the big 26. I've been doing YouTube since mid-2020s. I've been doing this for 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, around that time. And whenever someone has a problem with me, whether it's a YouTuber as big as Hassan or other individuals like the guy that made that video about, YouTubers being school shooters and talked about me and how Sensitive Society is this Nazi right-winger, or it's YouTubers with like 3 subs and they're talking about how bad I am because I'm a little edgy, if you will. I've never in a million years claimed to be part of the right. I hate that I have to talk about this, but I mean, I guess I'll openly say it. No, I am not a right-winger. I don't believe in that. The amount of times that I've been critical of right-wingers is too many to count. I've made videos talking about Andrew Tate being a fucking loser. These people only see or hear me say retard or, me being a little edgy. Therefore, I love the Ring. I love Nick Fuentes, and I'm watching Fresh and Fit every single day, and I'm watching Andrew Tate every single day when, no, I've been critical of all of those people in the past. He watches Nick Fuentes 24/7, 365. No. Couldn't be further from the truth, if I'm being honest. But no, Hassan, to answer your question, no, I am not.
I think the reason why people think Sensitive Society is right-wing is because he parrots the online right narrative about every topic that he covers. That's probably got something to do with it. You like we can already go back through some of these videos, and maybe that one. I just can't. It's not playing. But yeah, if you just parrot Ethan Klein's narrative about
What the fuck is Moodhart doing? Who invited the engineer to the party? In all fairness to Ethan, he did say Noah Samson retract or lawyer up. I mean, he did give you a warning. He was like, yo, dude, take that video down and take my part out, whatever the fuck. And because Noah was so stigma and so tough, he was like, no, Zionist, I will fight this. And now he's begging for money. So you were giving a chance to not get sued, but you want to win internet points, and we'll not look at you begging for money. So you cannot say you didn't get a heads up.
I released this video, the YouTubers who backed the genocide. And in response, Ethan Klein immediately began threatening to sue me. Then, a year later, just 2 days before the statute of limitations was up, Klein filed his lawsuit. In the complaint, Klein alleges that I defamed him by falsely painting him as a supporter of the genocide of Palestinians. The complaint presents 6 allegedly defamatory statements, including the title and thumbnail of my video, and it makes several claims related to statements made about Israel, Palestine, atrocity propaganda, Nakba denialism, misinformation, and more. There's a lot of stuff in this thing. It's 31 pages. For now, all I can say about the lawsuit itself is that I think Ethan's claims are meritless, and I intend to defend against them. But to do this, I need your help. A full-length defamation trial can cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I don't have that. So I started a GoFundMe.
I've seen this before, guys. They gave you a warning. Like, if they didn't give you a warning, I would be on Noah's side just a little bit. Even though he got himself into this, said this with Frogan, Casey Tron, and Denims, I would reach out to Ethan. Actually, Noah had a better advantage because had he just retracted it or had Noah deleted the video, he wouldn't need to raise. Let's check this in real time, guys. He's asking for $200,000. He's raised $100,000 in a few days. You should have deleted the video and retracted. Now you got yourself into this. Like, what were you expecting? Your claims were insane. Hey guys, I said some crazy shit about someone and they gave me a warning and I ignored it because I wanted to win internet.
So yeah, this is why people are gonna think you're right wing, you fucking idiot. If you go around saying something, your claims are insane. You haven't evaluated those claims. You've just called a bunch of claims insane that you haven't evaluated, and you sound right wing as a result. Because that to call those claims insane would imply you're on like the right wing end of this issue. That's just the way it is, man. Sorry. Maybe actually think about what you're fucking saying in your videos, so just producing slop for fucking apes.
Insane right winger I've never been.
I mean, he literally got everything wrong there. I mean, where do I begin? I guess first off, twice a day. Buddy, you know my upload schedule. You're watching every single video. You know I don't upload twice a day. I guess you got me mixed up with your buddy Asmongold or something, but don't worry, I don't got that streamer schedule, all right? Once a day is already plenty enough for me, and even that's too much sometimes, at least these days. Second off, he's once again lying about the terrorist thing again. Third off, 400 videos, objectively false.
There's so much other shit going on. Talk about collab or something. Why do you guys get so mad? I have 40 ships waiting, stuck at sea, waiting for a resolution. Stop. There's so much other shit going on. Talk about collab or something. Gold. This guy is literally ADHD brain. But yeah, it's funny that he's saying that like the 2 times where, or what, how many times have I mentioned him now? Like 5? Like the 5 total times that I've mentioned him on stream after 400 plus videos, and he's like, well, you want to murder him. So what does more Pegaslop want to do then to me? What does more Pegaslop want to do to me then with the 400 plus videos that he's done? I mean, he is clearly a significantly large audience.
Okay, so at this point, I'm convinced Hassan is either retarded or he's just lying on purpose. I mean, lying do be OP. I gotta keep it real. I gotta start using that, and I will. If you watch my full video, if you don't watch the fucking retarded fucking clips that the beggars on Twitter clip for, they got a clip so they could afford to eat. I get that, you know, it's hard.
Nobody making money off that shit.
I literally said that if you ask me, do I genuinely, it's in the OG video, do I genuinely believe that Hassan wants Pegasus dead? I literally said no. I said no. I don't know why he's running with this narrative that I said, yeah, you know, I actually do think Hassan wants to beat up Pegasus running on purpose. Okay.
Is to me. What does more Pegaslop want to do to me then with the 400 plus? What does you want to murder him? So what does more Pegaslop want to do then to me?
Okay, so Sentence is being like a totally worthless, obtuse retard here, because obviously, despite Sen at some point in the video saying, I don't think Hassan genuinely wants to kill the guy, he does repeatedly say that the language will provoke that result, that the content he's producing on Pegasus could or will provoke that result. So engage with that idea, engage with that hypocrisy.
Significantly large audience.
Okay, so at this point, I'm convinced Hassan is either retarded or he's just lying on purpose. I mean, lying do be OP. I gotta keep it real. I gotta start using that, and I will. If you watch my full video, if you don't watch the fucking retarded fucking clips that the beggars on Twitter clip for, they got a clip so they could afford to eat. I get that, you know, it's hard times out there. I literally said that if you ask me, do I genuinely, it's in the OG video, do I genuinely believe that Hassan wants Pegasus dead? I literally said no. I said no. I don't know why he's running with this narrative that I said, yeah, you know, I actually do think Hassan wants to beat up Pegasus and then take his YouTube channel. It's like, I never said that, but I guess it is what it is. It is what it is. Line dubio P.
This. Also, you're the one who brought up the death penalty and beatings and all of that. I think you were reading the shit out of all that. That was you. That's the reason we're even talking about this, because you're unhinged. In none of my videos have I ever like unpromptedly talked about the death penalty or anything, and that's the reason why it's different. You might have talked about me lesser, but yours was explicit harassment, explicitly even bringing up those specific Twitter accounts and stuff. Mine was commentary. That's the difference. So then he starts going after Sensitive, I guess, you know, subtly hinting at finding where he is and his local laws.
Hassan has been a lot more extreme. I just don't want this to escalate.
What is this? Sensitive Society has too many Hassan videos to count. Here are a few. Bye bye Hassan. More Pegasus came all over Hassan and he's mad. Lawsuit.
I forgot I made that. Certified Hood Classic, though.
Hassan just got exposed big fucking time. Yeah, I don't really know who the fuck this guy is, but wonder if he's violating his local rules.
I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. Hassan. Actually, I'm not scared. Hassan, if
If
want
you're
my...
moving to Japan, watch your fucking back, because I'm pretty sure Japan has some crazy online laws.
live real-time location, just send me
Crazy. You do not have a First Amendment in Japan, I'm pretty certain.
a DM. I'll send it to you, and you can come over. You could live stream it if you want. You could just come over, maybe bring Kaya, but without the shock collar. That'd be great. And we'll have some tea, some boba, some iced vanilla lattes. I know I love those. I don't know if you like those, but I would love that. You know, be a cute little date, and we could talk about what we like about each other and what we don't like about each other.
This is so hilarious, by the way. Just like sending his audience on these missions to harass people. It's so weird, man. Like, this is always going to backfire like it always does. You know what you're doing. You know it's scummy. That's why you're laughing like a maniac. I mean, I guess I'll let Sensitive respond to this, but what an odd thing to do.
As far as I'm concerned, that's my segment, and I'm not going on Twitter to fucking dig up more clips. So that was my response to my idol, Hassan. I'm a little heartbroken that it has come to this. Hassan, my DMs are open. My door's open. It's unlocked. You can just, you know, walk right in as soon as you get my location, and we could talk it out. Whatever you want to talk about. I'm all ears.
Yeah. So truth isn't an automatic defense against defamation in Japan. So you could be saying something true and still get raped for defamation.
Hopefully, one day you and I could both be teachers at Streamer University. I think you and I would make a great combo. But yeah, let me know. Nothing but love to Hassan and Kaya. And yeah, please subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I think I've said enough. Bye.
Right here?
That means click on the